Hello everyone, welcome back to Polly's Pretties. Yes, the glasses are off because I'm still working with jewelry, so it's really hard for me to see with those when I have to be up close. So this is day 2 of the Make It With Me challenge for August, and we're going to do bracelets. At least a bracelet, maybe two, depending on how long it takes. So all I've done is cut my length, and this is elastic cording as I call it. And I don't measure, I just measure it around my arm, and I know how big it needs to be. I have put a jump ring on this little charm that was from my friend Dawn, and I'm going to use it. And I'm going to use, oop, geez, if I don't drop it, I'm going to use real stones on this. I'm going to use some check, I think I say it check glass, and I'm going to use some of the stone chips that I have. So we're going to go ahead and string that first, try to make sure that it's perfectly in the center. There we go. And I think I actually want to start possibly with some of my bigger beads, I'm thinking. Simply because I want to go bigger to smaller. So what I'm going to do is I've pulled out some beads here. They're beautifully colored out of the check glass bag. And I'm going to just start stringing them as they go. So, and I kind of go for like the same vibe on both sides. So, and I'll show you. There's what I got for the first thing, and I think that looks kind of cute. I don't have any issue with that whatsoever. And then I think I want to space in some yellow. So I'm going to try to use some of these yellow chips that I have that are Korean jade, is what they're called. And if I can get it to work with my elastic cording, we will be peachy keen. Oh yeah, I think that's going to work. Okay. And like I said, this will be a bracelet when finished. Sometimes finding the holes in these are a little bit testy. Boy. There we go. Alrighty. So there's those two together. Let's go with these big ones here next, I think. If I can find the hole in them. Maybe I don't want those ones. Oh, I don't know against that yellow. Although if you hang it up, it doesn't look bad. Okay. We will go with that, actually. I guess it just looked different when it was darker. So, there we go with those. We have those on now. And this is the back side. I'll show you the front side here in a minute. I mean, the only difference is seeing the smiley face on the flower. But yeah, I think I'm gonna like that. I do. Alright, let's get in here and find a couple more pieces. And this is like a more adult way to make the bracelet with that charm. You could also do more of a kid-like way, where it's got the acrylic beads and they're, more like, what do you call it, colorful, I guess. Okay, can't get my finger in the box to get the beads. Alrighty. Yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty okay. Now let's go with these. Yeah, I like that. I do. I think I'm really glad I chose to use the beads I'm using. And if they all get used up, well, that's okay too. Whoop, that one ain't gonna be okay if I drop it. Wow. And when I'm using the elastic cord like this, I don't usually use like a beading needle or anything. I just have never had done that. Trying to find one similar in size. I guess I'm gonna have to go with this guy. Anyway, I just never have done that. I mean, you can if you want to, if it makes it easier for you. I just never have. I've always just strung the beads just like that. Okay. Then I think we'll go with these. And my color scheme here is to stay with the orange and the yellow, and not to deviate from it. So there, we're up to there. And it's got weight to it. It definitely does when you're using like the check glass beads and the gem chips. It will pick up weight pretty quick. Get down here, please. And of course you're gonna be stubborn. Why not? Okay, please pardon me. I'm going to have to do a little poke on this guy. Because for some reason, one end of him was open nice, and the other end was not open very good. And that won't work. I need him to be able to be strung onto the bracelet. So we are getting there. There, as you can see, the backside. It's got the oranges and the yellows. I think those are beautiful colors together. So we're getting down to the nitty of the gritty of the yellow here. We've put a dent in this yellow, to say the least. I may end up using all the yellow on this one, but that's okay. That is okay. You want to have definitely enough of your gems and stones or beads or whatever you're using to make it look nice and full. I can get hold of that one. Okay, where's the hole in this one? Oh boy. Alrighty. And sometimes it takes a little bit to thread the items on there, but the end result is always usually worth it. And if you don't like how it's looking, the one thing to remember is you can always, always, always take it apart. And, do it over differently. Okay, let me see if I can find at least one or two more of the orange beads. Where did I just put that bag? Boy, if it was a snake, it'd have bit me. Okay. So these are the check glass beads that I bought. They are from Amazon. And I love it. I'm loving it. I really am. I just can't even say enough. I can find another one like that. I may not be able to, though. I mean, you kind of get what you get when you buy these kind of bags, which is okay with me. I mean, I'm not upset in any way. Ooh, I'm not seeing too much orange in this part left. I wonder if I have any orange in the bowl. I don't think. That doesn't mean it's not there, though. That's a brown. I don't really want brown with this. I don't want to go red either, so... Maybe? I could probably use that one. Well, there is some orange in here. I just gotta get to it, looks like. And that can be fun. What is this one? Aha! Well, there might be two of you. Yes, there just might. Let me see if this is... Aha, there's 2 of that one. Good. Alright. And are you the same as this? Yes, you are. Okay, so I think I found some more to kind of break up, because it was getting a lot of yellow there at the end. I don't want quite that much yellow. I don't mind having a few, but I don't want quite that much, I don't think. So I think we'll do these. And these are really like faded kind of color, but they're real pretty, I think. It also works better if you get your thread in a hole there. There we go. Now, yes, that'll break it up, yes. Okay. And then maybe a few more in here, I don't know. Getting way down low here on these. May have to get me another box of these then. But that's alright. That is totally okay. They were bought to be used, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay, how tiny are you guys getting here? Oh boy. Okay, maybe you. Whoop. Jeez, maybe. I can hold on to it. There we go. And then, where's the other one? Silly me would try to do this when I cut my nails off. Okay, there. That's looking nice. Okay. Let's try these little guys, and then we'll see how the fit's going. There you go. Oh, surely to goodness. There we go. Yes, you were blocked. Okay. Alright. So I don't want to make the bracelet too long. I don't want it to hang way, way down on my hand. So, and it's kind of hard to get it over my big old ring there. Oh, I'm gonna need at least a few more beads here. That's not gonna be quite loose enough like I like it. Alright. That's heavy. That's gonna be a nice heavy bracelet, man. You're gonna know you're wearing something there. So, let me see if I have a couple more little yellowish chips that'll work here. Ah. And it would definitely, whoops, work better if I had fingernails. Definitely. So, okay, where's the hole in this one? There's that one. And oh, maybe. Okay, there's that side. No. Boy, I am getting down too tiny, tiny. Come on, come out of there. Why is it always such a... Okay. Yeah, we're getting down to the tiny, tiny pieces now. Alrighty. Well, maybe I can get this. Maybe not. Alright, let's see where this goes here. There it went. Alright. There's that. Now, I think I'm gonna have to use that because I don't have too much more orange popping up there. So let me see if I can find another one of those. There it is. Come on out of there, you. So we will use those, yes we will. Because they are still in my color scheme. which, come on now, get over here. Thank you. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, it is. Okay. That should be long enough, I'm hoping. And yes, that will be long enough. Good. Alright, so now we tie this off. And this is like tying a knot, and you make sure to pull it tight. And I always do 4 ties at least. That's 3. That's 4. Then I cut all this excess here off. But sometimes you want to keep that excess when you're making them, because you don't know how much of the area that the beads are going to take up. So here is our yellow and orange one. And that one looks more adult than like it does kiddified. But let's make another one, and let's go a little more kiddified with it. So we'll lay this one aside for now. So, let me pick up all these beads I have sitting out here, because we don't want these. I can go ahead and close this down. And then I can just close that bag up and put it off to the side as well, because this is not what we'll be using. It doesn't want to seem to close tonight. Rotten thing. Oh, well, we'll sit you. Oh, it doesn't. It didn't close. Okay, what's going on there? There it goes. Okay, now we're getting there. All right, now it's closed. All right, so let me grab another one of these. Oh, I put that away too soon. Anyway, let's do this teal one. I think right here, like a teal green. What if I have beads with that? What else is on it? Yellow. Maybe I better do a double check here. Okay, not that one, because I don't have those out right now. Okay, so let's leave that one. All right. Actually, I think we'll do the white. I think we'll do this white one. Okay. And we'll pull this out because we don't need it. And okay. Definitely do not do what I do. It's not always the smartest thing, I can say that. Especially when I'm opening boxes. This has acrylic alphabet beads and little like kind of like seed bead type things in there. So I'm thinking I'll use it. Okay. Thinking I'll use that, and I need to move this a minute. Alright. Get my jump ring. Oh, maybe. Okay. Get the jump ring out of here. So I can go ahead and fix the dangle part of my bracelet here. And that can go right back in there. And I said we were doing the white. So we have this, and we have some color over here. Should be good. Let me see if I can get my little smiley face on the jump ring and get it closed up. Alright, there we go. I just had it. Where did I just put my cord? See, this is what I tell you. Sometimes when I'm crafting, stuff just flies away and I have no idea where it went. Where did I just put that cord? Oh, for heaven's sake. Right here. Of course. It would have bit me. Anyway, let me get my tape thing back over there. Now, here's how I'm doing. Ooh, gee, I don't throw this away. Here's how I do mine. I put this across my 2 fingers here. Then I take it up, wrap it around my wrist, and pull it back across like this. That's how I measure for me, but I have a large wrist. I really do. I have quite a large wrist. So, let me see. I'll set that guy there for now. Alright. So I know I want my beautiful little happy face in the middle of my, well, somewhat in the middle of my bracelet, actually. I'm going to go ahead and string it on. And this is how that will go. And then I want to spell a word with this one, I think. So, we're going to pull open our bead box, and we're going to have us a look. Okay. Okay, here's one. That's not really the color I was hoping for, but we'll see what plans out. H. This may take a minute because, you know, it's spelling something out, so. Wow, do they have no A's in this thing? Okay, I'm definitely not finding what I was hoping for. There's a Y. I don't know if that's going to really... Okay. I got H and Y. Don't know if I'm going to get anything else out of here. We'll see. I'd like to find my A. Come on, guys. Give me an A. Give me an A. Give me an A. You know what? Give me this back. I don't have to take some of these out of here so I can see. Don't want that either. Okay, these are supposed to be all the alphabet, so we're just gonna see, like, what... Aha, there's one. Whoa, and I just threw it across the way. So that's gonna be a lot of the same color next to each other, it looks like. I hope not. Is that an A? I think I found an A! Haha, there we go, H-A. Aha, we can space that with that, and that is cute. Okay, so we did it. We got our word. Let me get these put back so I don't dump them all over everything. Oh, come on, seriously. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now we can move that for now. And don't really want to close that because I think I'll end up using it again. Let me see. I think. Okay, we'll go that way, I guess. Try to put these on here. I spelled the word happy because I think that's pretty good for what the little flower is. It's a happy little flower show. Alright, so I'll show you what I've got thus far. So it'll hang like that, and it says happy right after the flower there. And then I want to do a couple smaller beads there, and then I'm going to have to open up a pack of these that I just got. Because I don't see any white beads in this mix. So, oh boy, this guy, of course, are going to be a pain. Come on, Grandma. And if you wonder, I hate staples. I really do. I really hate them. I just can't stand them at all. Like in stuff like that where you're taking it apart, because then they end up in your foot, on your floor, and everywhere else. That ain't fun. Okay, those can just sit there. Alright, the only ones I'm going to worry about is these white ones right now, because I think they're going to go here on this bracelet. If y'all will be, just give me 1 minute. Alright, everyone, sorry about that. Okay, so, continuing on with the bracelet. Again, we have a smiley flower and the word happy, done very colorfully. Now, let me see. I'm going to take one of the small hot pink beads and put it on either side now. Okay. And then let's go with yellow. Okay. So then, oh, if it quits twisting, we have our smiley face flower, our word happy, a little pink bead, and a little yellow bead. Now here's where I want to bring in my pony bead next to help add white to the bracelet. And as you can see, the yellow bead kind of stops the pony bead. And that's good. That's what we want. Now I just want one white pony bead because we're not trying to go for the whole bracelet white. We just want to have it like accent. Alright. And like I said, I like to make my bracelets kind of equals, as you can tell on the side, to the best of my ability. That doesn't mean I always accomplish it. It just means that's what I like to try to do. So, let me get down in here, because there's a purple one I was looking at there that I'd really like to use. So we're going to go with purple next. Whoa, come on now. Stop that. Okay, so your purple bead you're not going to see too well, and your yellow bead you may not see well until you have it on as a bracelet. There we go. Now it's laying better. Alright. And here's a green one. And we're just getting colorful with this one. We are. There's a blue. There's a blue. Not right after green. Hey. Okay, give me a different color in here. How about orange? Yeah. How about orange? Well, if I can get a hold of this other one. Oh, maybe not. I don't even know where that one went now. Oh, there it is. Haha. Orange. Going to a blue. So it's starting to look like so. Alright, we're going to take a white pony bead. Like I said, I don't want it totally white, but I do want some white. I think about 4 between is good, so... And then we're just going to start again beading. not that one. That's the wrong color. 2, 3. And I bopped one of you out of line there or something. Yes, I did. Okay. There's 4. That'll work. Okay, so we're going to put this one on first. Come back here, both of you. Okay, you first then. And as you can see, sometimes it's hard to hold on to the smaller beads. There's that one. Now where's this guy? Come back here. I gotcha. Ha ha ha. Okay. Now, as you can see, there you go. And this is going to take a little bit because you're using smaller beads and then the bigger beads in between. So, and I would say if you're going to start doing this with small beads, make sure you have plenty of small beads. See? Okay. Now let's do another set of 4 here. 2. There's those. That one. Come on. That one. This is the most time-consuming part right here, is getting all your beads put together. Come on, come on, come on. Thank you. All right. Well, at least it popped onto my shirt, I guess. Seriously. Okay. And then, of course, 2 more pretty beads. But you're starting to see how the pattern of it goes. And I think it's cute, even though it's more of a kitty-styled bracelet with the beads and the colors. I still think it's quite pretty. And why not have colorful bracelets? Who says they all have to be boring? Okay, I need a purple. There it is. I don't need that one. I don't need that one. There. Okay. For those who don't know, the bigger the beads you use, the faster your bracelet will go. But it could also make it heavier. And the smaller beads can make it heavier depending on the kind of bead. But they do take a good while to get it beaded around to whatever size you might need. Now, I know that's not going to fit my wrist, so we got to keep going. So, okay. I'm going to test something in a minute. Maybe I'll make this for someone else. I've got an idea. So, maybe I'll run with that idea. Okay, where's... Yeah, I think that'll work. I'll add one more bead just in case, and I know exactly who this can go to. And that would be cute because I think she would love it, so... Oopsie, knock that away. She ain't gonna love it. And I don't know where that one went. Now I gotta see which one that was. Okay. That was the green at the top here. And I'll have to vacuum my craft room because it decided to flop and drop. Okay, there we go. Okay, come on. Seriously. Nope, wrong color. Okay. There we go. Yes, and that will be just the right size. So we're going to now tie this one again. Oop, maybe. There we go. And remember, I always tie 4 times, just kind of like a safety thing mostly, because I'm afraid it'll come undone. So you do as many times as you're comfortable with, and make sure you pull tight. Now, and to show you this one, which is the difference, which this one looks a little more kitty because of the beads and stuff, but it's also more bright and colorful. So there's how bracelet number 2 has went. But that's to show you, you can make one out of gems and stone, and it looks adult-like, or you can do one with acrylic beads, and it looks a little more kitty, but that's okay. Sometimes you might want something more kitty. But there you have it. 2 different styles of bracelet out of the same kind of materials, and I think they turned out really cute. I would show you a loom band one, but those take a good long time. So yeah, I think that loom bands are fun because they're, even though they're considered kitty as well, they have a difference about them that, one, they're more stretchy. 2, you can use beads on them or buttons. So they come out really different looking, and they're really fun too. So if you're going to try, making bracelets, don't be afraid. Jump in and just try stuff. So this is our little bracelets for day 2, and I hope you all like them. And I hope you'll come back and see day 3, which is tags. I'm Polly for Polly's Pretties, and thank you for watching. Remember, my friends, please smile. It makes everyone wonder what you're up to. Hug someone, anyone. It's good for you, it's good for them, it's medically proven. And please, above all else, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. And if you can't, fake it till you make it, because this world is crazy negative enough. Let's not add to that. Till next time, thanks again, and bye-bye.